Welcome to Martial Arts and Medu Netter. This episode deals with beware. Beware of ridiculous YouTube videos that are full of speculation and non-proven information. It's going to be out there everywhere. If you want to confirm some scientific theory or speculation, it's okay to speculate. Speculation is good, but that doesn't mean it's a fact. You want to go to a science search engine that will take you. You can you can just type that into your phone, science search engine, and there will be a list of scientific search engines, including top universities, Yale, Princeton, MIT. And you can get onto the science search engines where the publications and things are reviewed, and they're forced to put a reference section. You can find their references, and so they can't just say ridiculous stuff like the Martians built the pyramids, and thousands of people in this country believe that because somebody said it. And if you keep saying it over and over again, then people will believe it. Just keep saying the lie, keep saying the nonsense, and somebody will oh, that must be true. He said it 4 or 5 times. Okay, don't do that. Go do cross-reference, critical thinking. Go to the science search engines and go look for legitimate articles and look for evidence to support. Find some type of evidence that will support the nonsense, or you'll find critiques where people have criticized that person or have looked at that person's work and go, that person's ridiculous, okay? And so there are lots of fraudulent science out there on YouTube. There's a lot of speakers who want to be roosters, who want to be ministers, who want people to adore them. And so they go on YouTube and they talk nonsense. And then thousands of people will start clicking on them, and they'll have thousands of hits, but it's nonsense. An example was the person who said, "Oh yeah, there's evidence that some person found Egyptian treasures in the Grand Canyon." That's stupid. All you have to do is do a quick research on that, and you find out that it was a magazine in 1909 that printed this story. That's 1909. And then the people who were supposed to have went to the Grand Canyon and found some cave 1,000 feet from the top of Grand Canyon. You had to go down a rope 1,000 feet to find the cave. Said the people don't even exist. They can't find. The guy's name was Kincaid. They don't even exist. Not even born. Somebody made them up. So a newspaper, a magazine will make up a story, a sensational story, to make money. If you make up a story like the History Channel does it, they'll say, we got evidence that Martians built the pyramids. Sure. But then after 6-7 months, they go, well, we don't really have evidence, but it was speculation, but it could have happened, maybe. And so by the time people figure out it's a fraud, they've made thousands and thousands of dollars worth of commercials and marketing tools. So it's about money. So don't go for it. People went for Jim Jones. People will just go for anything. Don't go for it. I'm telling you, I have a video on critical thinking. Look at my video on critical thinking. I try to give you some tools so you can discern truth. You need a toolbox of techniques and methods to discern truth. You need logic. You need to be like Sherlock Holmes, deduction, scientific method, cross-referencing, higher research, researching primary evidence and secondary evidence. There's a big difference. Primary evidence is so much different from hearsay and speculation. You want to look at primary research. Okay, another one that faked people out was the Burroughs Cave. Somewhere in Illinois, some man named Burroughs said he found a bunch of Egyptian treasures inside this cave in Illinois on his property. But then he brought a whole bunch of artifacts out, coins and statues and different artifacts. And then he said, but I can't tell you where the cave's at. So for 30 years, he's been telling the newspaper people, I can't tell you where the cave's at. I can't tell you where it's at, but I found these artifacts in there. Now, I looked at the artifacts, and they looked as phony as can be. And not only that, they're not just Egyptian. The artifacts have elements of Phoenician, elements of Hebrew, elements of Greece, elements of Rome, elements of Libya, Egyptian, and even Celtic. Now, imagine all these people putting their stuff in the same cave, coming over here from Europe in ships and putting their stuff in the same cave in Illinois on his property. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. That's like 6 different cultures happen to put their stuff in the same cave in Illinois, coming over to America and traveling to Illinois on land and putting their stuff in the same cave. Ridiculous. But this is how people, they want to be roosters, they want to be known, they want to be famous, so they will make up a story, create fraudulent evidence, and we don't supposed to be fooled by that. Now, the truth is, I truly speculate that they will find real old world artifacts in America one day. In North America, one day. In Mexico, they've already found stuff. And in South America, they have some certain artifacts that they have found in South America and Mexico. This is true. That's another subject. But in North America, eventually, I believe they will find something in the Mississippi Valley that will show that ancient Africans have come over here before Columbus. But that's my speculation. That's not scientific fact. So we have to do the work. You got to do the work, honestly. You got to do the archaeology. You have to dig. You have to do the work. Don't wait for someone else to do the work. Do the work. Inspire the kids to do the work. That's it for right now. And until next time, hotel.